welcome to another episode of the Diz Ability Show live. All right, this week I want to talk about pool tips. Now, this time of year in Florida, it's going to start to get really hot. So, it's always a good idea in the middle of your day to just leave the park, go back to your hotel, and use the pool. Now, of course, all the Disney resorts have at least two pools. One being like a quiet pool, which is perfect for people who just don't like a major noise. And another being a family pool, which is more popular and where you get some of the guest activity games. And depending on the resort, there's a water slide. And of course, there's also one area which is like a kiddie splash zone. But like we say, if you need a break from the parks, the pools are the best way to do it, especially with summer coming up down there. So anyway, that's my tip. As always, if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, let me know in the chat if you're watching this live, or in the comments if you're watching this later, and I'll make sure it gets into a future episode. And now it's time for this week's Top 5. Now, the rides are thrilling, and the parks are great, but you can't do it all on an empty stomach. Especially if you're like me and your batteries get used up some of the time and you need a snack. And Disney has some great ones. Hello, Asif. So this week we are going to be covering my top 5 park snacks. Number 5, the Dole Whips. So the Dole Whips are like these Dole drinks that can be flavored with some ice cream on top. I've had some before. They're so good. And Disney comes up with great ones. I'm good, Asif. How are you? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. But yeah, the Dole Whips are very good. They'll definitely cool you off. That's right, Mickey Mouse, right here. I went to Disney World in January. I was very busy. I got a macaron in Epcot. That's cool, Yanny Yum Yum. That's cool. Was that your favorite snack there? Well, if you're just tuning in, we are covering my top 5 park snacks, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Number 4, macarons at Disneyland are my fave. Cool. Number 4, strawberry fruit bars. Now, this is another nice, cool, refreshing thing. And, you know, I fell in love with these fruit bars so much, I started buying them at Walmart. That's how much I like them. They're like, oh, so good. So good. Number 3, if you want to call this a snack, some of the pizzas. Now, I know people mostly consider like the pizzas as a meal, but sometimes it can be a snack. Sorry. Sometimes they can be a snack if necessary. Like, if you need something something quick, like in one of the nice, especially in some of the quick service areas. Of course, some people call the Parks pizzas as cardboard pizzas. I love them either way because they're good. Number 2, the popcorn. That's right, Robert Decker. Any food can be a snack. Number 2, the popcorn. Now, I enjoy the regular popcorn, not any of that weird flavored popcorn that they put in Galaxy's Edge. I want the classic Disney popcorn. And as you can see, we even get the popcorn buckets. We try to get a different popcorn bucket every time we go. And maybe we'll get a new one coming up in the coming weeks when we go to Disneyland. The corn dogs are better than popcorn. What? And my number 1 park snack, the Mickey ice cream. So the Mickey ice creams are very good. There are 2 different types of it. There's the Mickey bar, which is the Mickey ice cream on a stick. Hi, Harina Ahmed. And then there's the Mickey ice cream sandwich. Either way, they're both good. And, of course, you gotta start with the ears. The ears are the most important part of the treat. So anyway, let me know in the chat or in the comments. Well, that's the thing, Yanni. I mean, the turkey legs are so big, it takes me like an hour to eat them. So let me know in the chat or in the comments what your favorite park snack is. And now it is time for Diz or Dat. Now, on both coasts, you will find attractions that have EMVs, which is short for Enhanced Motion Vehicles. At Disneyland, it's the Indiana Jones Adventure, where you're helping Indy escape the Temple of Mara. Just don't look into the eyes. And at Animal Kingdom, at the moment, it's Dinosaur, where you are helping Dr. Seeker get an iguanodon from the past, you know, before the end of the year when it turns into yet another Indiana Jones ride. I have not been to the one in Disneyland yet, Harina, but I might in the coming weeks. So you may want to stay tuned for that if that happens. So anyway, let me know in the chat or in the comments which EMV ride you prefer, Diz, the Indiana Jones Adventure, or Dat, Dinosaur. And now it's trivia time! So last week, we asked who was Tarzan's adopted mother. The correct answer was Kala. Congratulations if you knew the answer. I think that I like Disneyland better for food, but Disney World for rides. Dinosaur was awesome. I'll miss it. Yeah, me too, Yanni. Me too. All right, so here is this week's Trivia Time question. Here it is. Who composed the music for Toy Story? Be the first one in the chat or in the comments with the correct answer, and you will receive 100 cool points. Now, I want to get serious for just a second, if you'll indulge me. No, Yanni, not Tim Allen. So, it is April, which is Autism Awareness Month. And for those of you who don't know, I have autism. That is one of the main factors why I started this channel, because I love Disney. I go down a lot, and I think it all started back during Christmas time of '09. It was at Epcot. We were supposed to see candlelight, but I was not having a good night. But luckily, one of my we got the attention of the president of entertainment at Epcot, who happened to be one of my dad's old buddies from the Naval Academy. And they said, you can talk to a cast member and they can help you improve things. Exactly, Yanni, exactly. And another factor, like what we talked about a couple weeks ago, when I was very little, I was like done walking, so I sat right in the middle of Main Street. And that's one of the reasons why I started this channel, because there's a lot of people out there who need this, especially those. And I've been helping kids at my local elementary school and now in my old high school as well, because I am proud of how much they have grown. They're like me. They have autism, but they don't let it define who they are. And one of them is starring in their high school production of The Addams Family, which I'm proud of them for that. And a star. Everyone with autism is a star in their own way. Remember, my brothers and sisters, you were put on this earth for a reason. Don't ever, ever, ever let anyone put you in a box. Because if you let them do that, you'll never shine the way you're supposed to. So anyway, that's our show. As I said, if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, let me know in the chat if you're watching this live, or in the comments if you're watching this later, and I'll make sure it gets into a future episode. For this week's shout-outs, make sure you guys check out Micah Barnaby's channel, World of Micah. He does great vlogs from the parks. Definitely check him out. Also, make sure you guys check out my friends at Mouse Talk. They do great live streams from the parks. Definitely check them out as well. Also, make sure you guys check out my friend Amy over at Rocking at Disney with Amy, or RAD for short. She does great live streams and videos of some of the best entertainment, not just at Disney, but in Orlando in general. Definitely check her out. Also, make sure you guys check out my friend Tamia over at Tamia Smiles. She does great vlogs on videos on both her YouTube and her Instagram. Definitely check her out as well. If you've not subscribed here yet to the Big John Network, what in the Walt Disney World are you waiting for? And ding the bell for notifications so you never miss a second of the fun. And until next time, may the mouse be with you.